I'm going to be honest with y'all. Earn by time is not worth it.
The Silver Dasher.
Morning. It's Tuesday. I'm in my car. And I've already got my order. I think it's pretty good. It's just over $50 for 7.3 miles. Under 48 minutes to shop and deliver. Not too many items. Be going out to a place called Branchville, which is near Odenville. I see another bunny rabbit. Where's that kitty cat? There's a couple wild cats around here. I think it was a bunny rabbit. Oh, yep, it definitely is a bunny rabbit. Get in the woods. Quit running on the road. There you go. Yeah, our house is in the woods. But yeah. So yeah, good start. Sparked this morning, but I'm not going to be doing any other sparking the rest of the day or rest of the morning because I got a doctor's appointment. But it's not until like 8:30, so I should be done with this the spark way before then, and then get ready for the doctor. That's my semi-annual checkup, and then after that, and plus, so I haven't eaten anything because gotta do blood work and all that kind of good stuff. Probably pee in the cup. Yeah, probably too much information. But that's the way it is. When you get my age, you got to do all these tests, and come to find out next year I gotta go through the colonoscopy. Those, God, I hate those. I've done 3. So anyway, trust me. And when you hit 50, very important you get it done. So let's head on to Walmart and do our shopping. It's only one customer, so, and let's see how this adventure works out this morning. So see you in a little bit. I just dropped off that order. Wasn't too bad. One thing, cat litter, but I got the last one. It was like all the way in the back. I had to get a broom to push it in. I don't know what it is, but for some reason, this is for 2 weeks now. Walmart can't keep cat litter. It's always, and the lady that I talked to, she said, yeah, every time we order, we have to go ahead and order something because they keep running out. And so, yeah, we got, they have one cat left. The one passed away in October. But she's like us. They keep their cats indoors. So like you start talking about cats and talk about her cat and our cats, and so yeah. But it was a lot of repeat stuff, like 3 loaves of bread, three packs of 18 set of eggs, a lot of multiple frozen. I think it's just an elderly couple. But yeah, it wasn't too. The shopping was easy. Really, the cat litter is the heaviest thing there was, and 1 gallon of milk was really it. Everything else just like normal cleaning supplies, type thing, and a lot of TV dinners. Shows you how my age. Okay, frozen dinners was called TV dinners when I was growing up. If y'all remember. If you're old enough to remember Swanson TV dinners, the box came in, it looked like a TV, and there were no microwaves back then. You had to heat them up in the oven, and the dinners were covered in aluminum foil. And so I think there were metal trays or aluminum trays. They were aluminum, with aluminum cover, and you had to expose cut out the carrots and peas and stuff. And the number one TV dinner at the time was the turkey. Little tidbit. And it was Swanson. The reason for that is because Swanson also sold, turkeys during Thanksgiving, but they weren't trying to find a way to sell more turkey, so they invented the TV dinner. Yep. You know, we had to sit in front of the TV. You know, it was a treat. You know, to eat TV dinners. You know, a lot of times we had the TV trays. You sit there, put your food on there. So yeah, showing my age. You know, like I said, boomer. Like one called me. Yeah, like I said, I'm a baby boomer. Heck, I remember growing up. You know, now of course TV was around when I was growing up, but it was black and white TV. That's all we had was black and white TV, and I remember seeing the first color. It was amazing. Yeah, and there was no remote. You know, I was the remote. Go change the channel. I was the remote. and our TVs had rabbit ears. And plus, you were lucky to get like two channels, because at the time I was growing up, there was really only 3 channels: ABC, CBS, NBC, and then PBS. But you can only get half of them because you had to move the antenna a certain way. But my uncle, the story I told you about that little grocery store, gas station, him and my aunt were fancy. They had, of course, they had antenna only, but they had a rotating antenna. They had one of those dials that you turn, and you put these little stickers on the dial signifying what channel you want to go to. So if you want to go to the PBS, you rotate it, and then they had a little motor on their little antenna. That was fancy back then, and they were able to get all the channels, all 4 channels, because their antenna rotated. So yeah, strange how things are different. Heck, I remember when the first VCRs. Kids now, they have VCR. What's a VCR? Hell, before DVDs, there was VHS tapes. I remember some people. Ooh, that's a nice picture. Take a photo. A lot of people, don't remember, but there was the Betamax and the VHS. It was the fight between those 2 formats. Betamax was quality-wise was better. It was by Sony, but I think VHS was JVC and Panasonic and a conglomerate of other. But the problem is, back then, movies, were on average 2 hours. Well, VHS, you could put a movie on 1 tape. Betamax, a lot of times you had to use 2 tapes, and that's what killed Betamax. Plus, Betamax was a little bit more expensive. So, yeah. And then there was, before DVDs, there was the Laserdisc, which is a huge, looked like a record, big, huge platter. So, yeah. But, technology has changed. Heck, I remember my first portable music device was the Walkman. Yeah. And they sold 1 billion of those. A little portable cassette player. So, anyhow, well, that's the only sorry for going down memory lane there, but that's leave in the comments if you remember all that technology, or of course, right before me, my parents, they only had radio, or not even read sometimes, they got all their information based from newspapers. But yeah, leave a comment if you remember that, or growing up, what kind of entertainment that you had. So, but that's the only thing I'm doing Spark this morning. I gotta go home, change clothes, and get ready to my semi-annual checkup. So I haven't eaten anything. Drink some more water, because I got to do blood work in the morning. I always get blood work when I do this. So, but then after that, get back. I'm going to set up some curry in the crock pot, and then I'll be getting ready for DoorDashing. So, all right, heading on home. See you in a little bit. Well, welcome back. It's time to do some dashing. Unfortunately, I made a slight boo-boo. My doctor's appointment is tomorrow, not today, which is fine. I got one Spark order this morning, so that means I get to start this. So, but I'm going to try dashing something different. People have mentioned, and I've tried it before. I'm going to do the Earn By Time. Right now, my Earn By Time is $10 per active hour plus tips. So, let's see if this helps or improves or gives me something different in my market. So, let's go ahead and start it. Yep. It tells me I am now gold status because I don't have my platinum pass anymore. So, and still the big navigate button is no longer there. So let's see what happens today. So, see you in a little bit. Well, after waiting about 15 minutes at least, got my first order, double pickup. Going to Wingstops and then coming back in Home Depot. So let's see how this works out. So see you in a little bit. Well, I just delivered that first stacked order. I had to go to Wingstop, pick up an order there, and it took a little longer than, I had to wait for extra time. And I put it in there, and then DoorDash gave me the option of getting out of that with no penalty, but I told them I continued to take it. I wind up taking that Wingstop to out to Raglan to the local our water board. I told them I'm one of your customers. But once I picked up the Wingstop, I had to stop by Home Depot to get 2 big bottles of DEF. So that didn't take too long. I had to get my driver license, put my information in, I have to sign papers. When I pick up Home Depot, I park up front and turn on my hazards because I'm doing a pickup. But it looked like I was able to deliver the Wingstop on time, and I understand why it's stacked because this one I just dropped off for the DEF is even further out in Raglan. In fact, I'm in. There's only one road to get in this area, and that's because it's part of a bend of a river. So I'm heading back out. Get back to Raglan, head back it's almost like a Spark run. Gotta get back and head towards town. But yeah, that's but I think I threw the guy, the Home Depot customer, for a loop because I always send a text message to the customer telling them I'm on their way. I'm on my way to their location with their order. And so they seem to be appreciative. Well, I said that for the guy from the Home Depot order, and I guess he was confused. He says, I didn't order anything. So he probably thinks that I'm bringing a food delivery. But then I sent another message of, no, I'm bringing DEF bottles from Home Depot. So, so you probably got befuddled there. So why am I getting a DoorDash message? So anyway, get back on main road in Raglan, head towards Pell City, and see if I can get another order. So see you in a little bit. Oh, I got my second order after waiting 15 minutes. Going to La Luna Grill, the Mexican place right by Walmart. So hopefully this time it's an order I pick up, and not be the third one to pick it up like last time. So anyway, on to La Luna and then the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, that La Luna Grill, they took forever to get it done. They say they claimed there was a catering order before this one. But it took me out here to Odenville, and so far out, it took me off the dash, and it ended my dash. So now it says, okay, you need to navigate back to your zone. God, but I tell you what, so far, this is only my second order, but I've traveled, I think this is all the crap orders. I'm getting paid by earned by time. So, but this was something I was going to try. People have asked me, so I've done this twice before, but it's been a while since I've done it. So, but for today, like I said, earned by time. We'll see how it compares to other days. Now, of course, it's a Tuesday, and the one time, I think it was 2 weeks ago, it was a bad, I didn't make that much on DoorDash. And the following week was a little bit better. So, we'll see. So anyway, I'm heading back, trying to get back into my zone and restart the dash. I'll keep it as earned by time. So we'll see what happens. See you in a little bit. Well, back in the zone. I had to restart the dash and reselect earn by time. Like I said, I'm trying earn by time today. And just I was been in the zone 5 minutes. Actually, I'm headed towards base and picked up an order at the base at Cracker Barrel. So let's go to Cracker Barrel and pick up the order and then the customer. See you in a little bit. And it says no. All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
I just delivered that Cracker Barrel to the apartment complex with the steep stairs. And it looks like they've been doing some remodeling. Looks like a lot of the stairs have been rebuilt. A lot of fresh work I see being done. They needed it. Yeah, almost every one of them have been redone. Yeah, it's of course then they got their pressure treated lumber It looks like they need to go ahead and then paint them. But so yeah, they really needed the work. But still doing Earn by Time. Good thing is now I'm at the southern end of the gauntlet. So let's see what happens. Do I pick up an order by Earn by Time running the gauntlet? So let's see what happens. See you in a little bit. Well, just as I was pulling into Walmart, got an order for Chick-fil-A. We'll see how this works. I have to turn around. So let's head to Chick-fil-A and to the customer. See you in a little bit. Well, I just delivered that Chick-fil-A order over here to apartment complex by the river, where the old bridge and the new bridge is. I've been here many times. In fact, recently I've been to the management's office, and recently, this is the third time I've been to the manager's office. But this is the first time I've been to one of the, what looks like a regular apartment. If you notice, if you've seen the videos, looks like all the apartments are surrounding a circle courtyard where kind of weird octagon shaped stairs that go up to the second level, and it's a little awkward. But this is the first time that I was actually in an apartment, like normal, with apartments on either side with stairs going up to the second level. So yeah, so anyway, got about just over an hour left in the dash. I'm going to be telling you, I can tell you this right now, this is not going to be a good dash. But I said I was going to try Earn by Time, and I'm probably going to go ahead and do the next two, Thursday and Friday, also Earn by Time, to kind of give a better sense, because this is a Tuesday. The orders may not be as prevalent. If you remember, some of my worst dash days were always on a Tuesday. So I'm going to do Earn by Time on Thursday and Friday, and we'll see that what's the average of the week that I'll earn using Earn by Time and DoorDash compared to all the previous weeks I did only Tuesday, Thursday, and Friday, and we'll see what happens. And if it doesn't work out to be as good, then to me that proves that EBT is not a viable option here in my market. So anyway, so let's head back to base, see if we can get another order. So see you in a little bit. Just like that, it's over with. Didn't get a single offer the past hour. It's 3:15. So that's that. I'm gonna head home, and we'll give a summary of the day. So see you in a little bit. Well, I'm back home. It had gotten warm. It got up to 72 today. I'm gonna be honest with you. Earn by Time is not worth it. I thought I was going to try to do it Thursday, Friday. I decided I'm not going to do that. My market is not going to support it. But yeah, let's go over the numbers. Let's first start with the Spark this morning. Only did one trip. That's because I thought my doctor's appointment was today. It's actually tomorrow. So on that one trip, the confirmed earnings is $17.02. And the unconfirmed daily tips is $33.04. So if I get the tips, it's over $50. So now, let's look at the Dash numbers. Like I said, as an experiment, let's see what the hell, let's give it a try. Because of how I did one of the deliveries, it automatically closed the Dash. So, the total amount I made, $27.63, with 5 deliveries. Total dash time 4 hours 27. But here's the important thing: active time 2 hours and 8 minutes. So that means I only made $20 by the hour. That's how the earn by time. It's not the entire time that you are dashing. It's the entire time that you're active, that you're actually on a delivery. So I only made, let's say, those tips. Let's see, for example, for example, that Home Depot thing that I took, no tip. The Laguna Grill was a $4 tip. The Cracker Barrel order, no tip. Chick-fil-A, $2.25. So I only made $7.63 in tips. So no, I'm not doing this again. So that's just this prove that this is not, and some people say, why don't you try it? Well, the earn by time rating, time is different. Mine is $10 an hour. I've seen people that have, 15, some even higher than that. So let's look over some of the ratings now. According to this, I now have 80 points out of 100. So I'm solid in gold tier. It's 75 to 85. No, 75 to 84. Got my acceptance rate up to 62. I guess I gained a point there. On time rating, let's take a look here. Yeah. Well, the good thing is all those 5 orders were all on time. So, was it worth it? No, I think I could have gotten better acceptance rate by doing normal dashing. Well, my lifetime deliveries is 1,003. So, anyway, so yeah, I thought about earlier that I'm going to give it a try, but no. That just proves that, these small orders or an earn by time, nobody's tipping. So, at least we know. Like I said, I've done this twice before. Early in my career in DoorDash, I said, let me give it one try. So, that's it. And people ask me, why don't you do it more time? Nope, it's not going to work. So, anyhow, well, it was short and sweet. Well, it was short. So I hope you like this video. I urge you to like it. And if you enjoy what I do with the channel, I urge you to subscribe to the channel. I urge you to join the club. There you can see the extra content I generate, especially the weekly recap of the week, and I go over the numbers more in detail with the miles. Also, I have links for both the equipment I use and the clothing that I wear. So check out the links to see if any of that is interested for you. Tomorrow I do gotta go to the doctor. It's a Spark all day tomorrow. But I'm going to go ahead and do the Spark in the morning. Possibly try to get a second one. We'll see. If not, my appointment's at 9:20. By the time I get out of there, it would be fine. I may just go in my Spark gear. But we'll see. But then I'll Spark the rest of the afternoon. I'll probably be going to Aniston for that. So anyway, hope you enjoyed this. We'll call it a day. Go enjoy and check out the crock pot curry that I've made. And we'll get it all set. So we'll talk to you later.